Hi guys, it's Trish back with another video. Today we're going to make some super fun cactus earrings. When I saw these from Dressed Up Buttons, I knew I had to make myself a fun pair of earrings with them. These are actually flat-backed cabochon, if you will, that we will be putting bells onto, which is what you will need. You will need your cactus resin. You're going to need pink Dragonfruit mini mix from Dressed Up Buttons, some bales, glue-on bales for the back, whatever you have on hand, a couple crimps, some springs, some SoftFlex wire. This is in Pink Rhodochrosite, super glue, E6000, B7000, whatever you like, and some crimp pliers. So let's get started. Okay guys, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to put on a glue-on bell. And it's pretty much self-explanatory. You put glue on it and place it onto the item that you want to have a bell on. So I'm just using Loctite Super Glue Gel, and this is a little wax tip pen that and it has like a metal end on it as well. And it helps me to position my bells the way that I want them. So all I'm going to do is take my bell, I'm going to open up my glue, and you won't need much, and just give a tiny little squeeze, get a little bit out of there. Once you get your glue on your belt, you're just going to pick it up and you're going to lay it in place of where you would like it to be on your item, your button. And I'm just going to take my little metal tip here and press this down and kind of even this as to where I want it. And then you're just going to let it dry. Once it dries, you'll have a perfect little bell on there to make your items into anything that you would like. Okay, so I pulled out the bead designs that I want to do. So I pulled out 4 beads and 2 rondelles just to kind of keep it simple. Here is our little cactus with the little bell on it. And I've got an oval jump ring here and our crimp and a 6-inch piece of SoftFlex. So what we're going to start out doing is putting the jump ring on to our cactus so we can make sure that that will slide onto our wire easily. And the reason I'm using an oval jump ring is because this is going to be hanging on wire, and if the opening for the jump ring's on the side versus the top, like in a round jump ring, it will make it less possible for it to fall off of the wire, because in a round jump ring it would be resting completely. That split in the jump ring will be resting on that wire constantly. With a oval jump ring it will not. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our little beady springs and we're going to put that on the end, and then I'm going to start adding our beads. Okay, so simply I'm just going to put a few beads on here because I think our cactus needs to be the star of the show. So I'm putting on one of these cute rondelles. Okay, just really pretty. And then this pretty little hot pink bead. Okay, I'm going to put my cactus onto the wire as well, just like so. All right, and see, our wire is going to be showing in this. That's why I decided to use the colored wire. Okay, and then we're going to put our other bead on the other side, our sparkly rondelle. Okay, and our pink rondelle. Okay, so look how pretty that is. How that looks so pretty with that cactus. So now that those are on, we don't have to worry about them sliding off because we're going to put our crimp on. So I'm going to take my little spring off there, and I'm going to look at it, make sure that's how I want it, and I do. So we're going to put a crimp on here. We're going to put it on one of the wires and then the second wire, which this will be a little finagling because we're going to send one of the wires back through. Okay, and you can see, as you're adjusting this crimp down, you can decide how big you want your oval to be. Okay, so we want this to be even and we don't want it pulled too tight. So if you want it to be like that, perfect if you want it to be a little smaller, a little bigger. It seems to me that it likes to sit about right there. We're gonna let it just sit there. So I'm gonna take one of these wires and I'm gonna feed it back through. So you need a large crimp. This is a number 2 crimp tube. And you're still gonna have a little bit of wiggling to do to get your strand back through. Okay, and we're just going to pull that back through. Now the reason we're doing this is we don't want a bunch of crimps at the top. It's going to ruin the look of our earring. So, and as we're doing this, I'm making sure I'm looking at it, making sure everything's centered and where I want it to be, and I'm just going to pull it until I like the size of the loop at the top. And I'm just going to pull just a smidge more. So you have a wire coming out the bottom, a wire out the top, and then you have a loop. So I'm just going to take my crimp pliers and I'm going to go ahead in and put that into that C-shaped cup. Give it a squeeze, and now that is crimped. Okay, simple, simple. I like to fold mine over, so I'm going to take my crimpers back in and just fold it over so it's a little more compact and looks a little nicer. That's what I like. If you like them flat, leave them flat. And I'm just going to take some heavy duty pliers in here, and I'm just going to pull on this strand of SoftFlex and push down with my trimmers against that crimp and cut. So that way when you're doing that and you have tension on it, you're less likely for a little piece to be popping up out of there after you trim it. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. So I'm just going to push with my plier, pull on my strand, trim. And there you have it. And then all we're going to do is just add on one of our lever backs. And I'm just going to open that. This is an ear wire. You can use whatever ear wire you prefer, whatever style. I'm just going to take this and just look at it, see where the opening is, and I'm just going to open that up just a little bit to be able to get our wire through there, just like so. And we're just going to put our wire on the little loop there and close that back up. And then there is one earring done and ready to wear. So let me finish up the second one and I'll be right back with you. So here are our finished earrings, guys. Now keep in mind, if you want to fill this up with beads to the top, you can certainly do that. I just like to show some of the exposed wire because it's so cute. The color matches so well. Hope you enjoyed this one, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.